Hello, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then welcome to my channel. And today's video is my spoiler-free review for The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. SCHWAB. And then I do also have a journal with me type video for this book that I will have linked up in a card somewhere up there. And then also just ignore this right here throughout the video. When I peeled off the sticker, it took off a significant portion of the cover and I did not realize until it was too late. So this book follows our main character who makes a bargain one night in France in 1714 in order to obtain her freedom. This bargain makes her immortal, however she is also now cursed to be forgotten by everyone that she meets. This book follows her adventure in life as it extends through many different continents and centuries, and her life continues like this until one day she comes across a man in a bookstore who actually remembers her for the first time in nearly 300 years. So I don't know if I've ever not liked a book from V.E. SCHWAB, so when I saw that this book was out and how much hype and rave reviews it was getting, I knew I had to go get it and read it, and it finally happened. So I want to start with the characters, and I'm going to start with Addie, and then we'll go to Henry. I do think that I enjoyed the idea and concept of Addie more than I actually liked her specifically, but then also at the same time I did end up really liking her as a person. And I was just fully with her and rooting for her this entire book. As for Henry, I thought that his chapters were really interesting and I enjoyed getting to know him, and I ended up liking him more than I thought I would, and it kept increasing as the book went on. Now as for the story, I just really love the concept of it, and it's really dug itself a nice little place in my heart. There's also a lot of dark and twisty things going on in here, which I am a really big fan of. The story is told in a non-linear narrative, and I think that works really well for it, as long as you pay attention to the dates at the beginning, which I didn't, but I did eventually catch on. I thought that the storytelling was done really well, and I ended up falling in love with it so easily. It's very character-based and also kind of a slow-paced story, and I was just completely sucked in and invested into everything, which is nothing new for a V.E. SCHWAB book, but I think this is probably my favorite. And on that note, to touch on the writing, I actually used this book to help me get out of a reading slump, knowing that with V.E. SCHWAB as the author, the odds that it would work were very high, and it did. Which I am very happy about, but at the same time I do feel like there are parts of this book that I could have enjoyed a little more if I wasn't in kind of that reading slump phase. As for the romance, I didn't really necessarily ship anybody, but I liked our main romance and I liked how the different relationships were explored and written. So overall, I definitely thought that this was a beautifully written and well-executed book. I gave it 5 stars. It was a really easy 5-star rating. This will definitely not be my last V.E. SCHWAB book. I do think that this one is probably, like I said before, sitting at the top, and then Darker Shade of Magic trilogy, and then Vicious and Vengeful probably. No, I would say Vicious and Vengeful and then the Darker Shade of Magic trilogy, because I think I gave those 5 stars in that 4. Okay. And then I do also still need to read the Savage Song and its sequel, and then also the Archived, and there's a few others that I need to read, but for right now I think it's going to take a lot to topple this off of the top. Okay, so that is all I have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and answer the question that'll be around here if you want to do that, and hopefully I will see you here next time. Bye!